Hey guys, how are you? My name is Jonathan and I'm here with my 1972 Deluxe Corolla Coupe. I just recently bought it and it's been a car that I've been following for quite a few months now, and I finally got it down here to Miami. We're here in a beautiful day in Wynwood, Miami, Florida. Let me tell you a little bit about the car. It is a 1972 1.6 engine, automatic, two-door coupe Corolla. These cars, as you see it here, it's been modified. You got the flares on it. It's got coilovers in the front suspension. It's got aftermarket wheels. And it's the original signature orange color from Toyota. These cars are called TE27s in Japan, and they're also called AKA Mangoes. The reason I like Toyota so much is that it goes back to me growing up. I was about, let's say, 6, 7 years old. My dad was a mechanic, racing cars, fixing them. You know, growing up here in Miami and Florida, a lot of Puerto Ricans like Toyotas. I naturally fell into that. 4-cylinder cars, extremely small, fun, unique. As you can see, there's not many of these out there, especially this model. This model is very rare to find, very hard to find. As a matter of fact, I brought this car down from Seattle, Washington. So this car is actually a brand new, as you say it, Miamian. And it's just a personal, personal feel that I have to the cars. They're amazing, they're fun, they're inexpensive. Sometimes, these cars, the one that I have, go around anywhere from $7,000 to $9,000 to $10,000. It's not a muscle car, but I can beat one if I want to. Here I'm going to show you some things that I personally love about the car, the line of the car, the aesthetics of what's been done to the car. We have the fender flares here to give it a more wider stance, bigger wheels, deeper wheels, thicker wheels. And then we have some things that really shows you the classic styles of the 1970s of any car. You got the muscle cars, the American muscle cars, and then you got the Japanese cars. And you can kind of see how the line is not so rough, not so boxy. It gives it a real aggressive, mean look, but at the same time still keeps it very, very clean. You have the little details of little chrome things here by the windows, the chrome doorknob. Then you have the little air vent here, which was in racing. This is for aesthetics when the car was made, but for racing, they actually made holes inside of the car to cool down the brake systems, kind of like your race cars. You cool down your brakes, you can run better, your brakes last longer, and everything, fits better, runs better, and is more efficient. And then you got the whole wheels that I put on. You got everything that's been blacked out by the lights, and the front of the lights, and the scoops also that go down towards the engine. Every car has a little character to it. This car looks like, personally to me, like an old Japanese person. The samurais. You got the little shark grills right here, which was very popular in the 70s. You have the Cudas, you have the Camaros and everything that had a long grill and going up and down. And then, as you can see, we have yellow lights here. They don't come original from factory. This was placed aftermarket. Gives the car a little bit more Japanese JDM style. And all these little parts right here around the grill that you see, every little trim has been painted flat black. Originally, they either come chromed out or they come in a silver finished polish. And as you can see, everything in the car here is straight. This car has never been crashed. It has no rust whatsoever. And everything else that you see on the car is original. You got the small bumpers that came in 2 options. You got small bumpers, you got the extended long bumper, which after 72, they started making it bigger for safety reasons. These are one of the last years that came small bumpers on any car. 1980 Corolla, 83, 82, they all have big bumpers for safety reasons. And then this car, I have a front lip for it, but I took it off, you know, right now for the meantime because I don't want it to break. But they have aftermarket parts, body parts that you can buy, and they all originate from Japan. This car was used for circuit racing in the 1970s, all the way up to the 1980s. And sometimes still they have classic races right now, still going on in Tokyo, around in Japan that, you know, they still have antique races. It's called the TRD races. And they have wide body kits. They have special circumstances where you have either engines modified or you have stock engines. So you have a lot of options to do with these cars. And for me right now at the moment, I'm just starting with it. All right, here we have what is called the heart of the beast. In this case, the completely stock heart of the beast. As you can see, the owner before didn't like the color red. So then he went on and painted it the original Toyota orange. This is a 1.6, not to be confused with the 1980s that started coming 1.8. The only difference is, you know, it's a 1.8, 1.6. This is an automatic transmission, as I stated earlier. And as you can see, everything is completely stock on this car. Nothing has been done. You know, regular tune-ups, oil changes, that's it. As you can see, we still got the air filter that you can see has a hose connected to where the headers is. And then you have, you know, your basic wires, cables, everything that you guys already know since you're already watching the show. But I'm showing you this to let you know how the car is now, stock, automatic, how it came in 1972. This car will be modified. It will look completely different the next time you guys see me on the show. So you can get a little idea of it. It will have double carburetors. It will be polished. It will have about, let's just say, almost 200 horsepower when I'm done with it. And for this car, it's a lot of power. And I'm gonna be revving up to 9,000 RPMs. That sounds about good to me. I don't know about you guys, but as you can see, these cars are a lot of fun and really, really unexpected to others who don't know about them. Here what we have is a 13x8 SSR Star Shark wheels, Japanese made, imported wheels. What I have in my hand are cross-wheeled rotors, which is what I'm going to place on the car, as a matter of fact, today. Stop and power I didn't like so much. The car does have suspension, it has coilovers from Techno Toy Tuning, and that makes this car ride and handle amazing. But the stopping power wasn't there yet. Even though I'm stock and I don't have that much power under the hood, I didn't like how I was riding, how I was stopping. So I ordered these off a online store and I received them actually yesterday. And I'm gonna put them on today. But I'm showing you guys so you can get a better look of what's gonna be the stopping power of this car. So as you can see, we have some good tires. 175/60 13s in the front and 185/60 13s in the back. It gives it that more aggressive stance and that better look that I'm looking for with the fender flares. This is called the California style, which is a little bit bigger tires. You know, and a lot of other places, they like small tires, real low profile, and that's a little bit more European. I like the Japanese, bigger tire, fatter, and it just gives it a better look, and it also fills up the wheel well a lot better. Right now the car is lowered about 2.5 inches from it being stock. For now, it's gonna stay like that. I don't wanna be rubbing on the floor, you know, when I have my front lip, and I don't want the wheels to be rubbing on the fender. Because I do have the fender flares, but the fenders are still intact and they haven't been cut yet. here what we got is some of the details in the lights that I'm going to show you. You have the trim that's been painted black as well as the front to match it. But normally, like I said, it comes either silver or a chrome finish, depending on what you told the dealer. This little chrome plastic piece here is details that you don't see in cars anymore. You know, this is a classic look for classic cars. And of course, as you notice, a bright blue tag. This is the antique Florida tag. Any car over 25 years, you need to have it. Of course, naturally, I'm gonna have it because this car doesn't sit in the garage every day. I drive it every single day. Reliable car, this is my everyday car. Wouldn't change it for the world. What I want to do now is show you the trunk space that we have. Some of you people don't know, but the gas tank isn't underneath the car like other cars. The gas tank is actually behind the seat, right here in the trunk. You can't see it right now, but this piece right here that's covering it is the gas tank. As you can see, I have the spare tire down here, a lot of space for other things. Things you don't get in new cars anymore. You might get space, that's all you get. You don't get quality. I'd rather go for quality, not quantity. Alright, as you can see, we're in the inside of the car. And everything in this car is completely original, except for the steering wheel. Nothing's been redone, reupholstered, or anything. The owner before me kept this car in very good condition, which is one of the reasons why I bought this car. I'm not going to change anything on this car. I'm going to keep it original, at least for the interior. Modifications to the engine, transmission, that's another story. This is a 2-speed automatic. Yeah, you heard me, 2-speed. You only got drive and 1 gear after that, which means that for about 45 miles an hour, this car is going to sound like if it's going 60 when you're inside of it. Other than that, for me it's normal, it's fine. I'm cruising for now. Later on it's going to be a 5-speed transmission, which I would have to adapt it, put some pedals on it. It's going to be easy, you know, for whoever does it, because I'm going to do part of it, not all of it. And then as you can see here, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the sides and the fronts, and you can see the lines of the car. The lines continue from the outside to the inside. As you can see, the dash, underneath the dash, and in the seats, everything's a little bit more round, smoother finish. You know, smoother than the 1980 Corolla, which is a lot more boxier and squared off. This is why I personally like the 1972. More aggressive, it's got that nice classic 1970s look that I'm always going for. As you can see, original stereo, original black leather interior. I don't need anything else. For me, it's comfortable, smooth sailing from here. Alright guys, it's been fun showing you my car. Hope you enjoyed it. Can't wait till next time so you can see the modifications that I'm doing. But for now, I'm gonna head out. Enjoy the beautiful day here in Miami. And I'm also gonna leave you with an artwork done by my friends, the Get Up Boys. All right? See you next time.